So everybody, it's Zylicks here, and welcome to Week 7 of the Elysian League. It's Team Rocket versus Team Aether, so if you'd like to, you can skip the skip to battle button on screen, and it'll take you right to the battle. If you want to see what I'm bringing to this battle, though, stick around, and we will go over both his team and my team for this week. So, Team Aether A, we are going up against a Metagross, Mega Charizard X, Serena, Volcanion, Clefable, Zoroark, Shuckle, Ninjask, Lycanroc, Midnight Form, and Archeops. So we have both a mix of some strong physical attackers with Charizard X, Metagross, like Banded Ninjask, you never know, Lycanroc, and then also some strong special attackers with Volcanion, possibly a setup Clefable, a Zoroark with Life Orb or Specs, you never know. So I went into this game thinking with an offensive mindset. I wanted a bit more offense this week while still having walls to rely on. So starting off, we have our Gastrodon. Gastrodon deals very nicely with Charizard X. Most Metagross sets can switch into things like Clefable, can switch into Zoroark, Shuckle, Ninjask, Lycanroc, and Archeops can all be switched in by Gastrodon. Now this week I really did wish that Gastrodon got Stealth Rock, but it doesn't, so that's fine. I am running the Clear Smog for breaking setup if I need to, if the Charizard gets some Dragon Dances up, or maybe a like Clefable setting up, or really just anything, and then Scald, Earth Power, Recover, just as general stab and solid recovery. We're running max HP with max defense and a bold nature. This is mainly going to be my physical sponge for all of those strong physical attackers. Moving on, we have our Mew. I love Mew. I really do. This thing is great. I'm running, excuse my phone, I'm running Stealth Rock as usual, knockoff Earth Power, and Will-O-Wisp. Now, ground attacks are very solid against his team. His only resistances are the Serena and the flying types he has. Other than that, though, ground is either super effective or neutral on everything else on his team. We're running max HP with a decent amount of special attack investment and some speed with a special defense increasing nature. The speed was to outspeed, I think, the base 80s, or maybe like things like Serena and Metagross, I think. Not entirely sure on that. I definitely made sure to outspeed Volcanion, though, because that could be important. Now, moving on, I have Zygarde. I love Dragon Dance Life Orb set on Zygarde. I know a lot of people run Choice Band. I prefer Life Orb. That's just me. I'm running the 1,000 Arrows because 1,000 Arrows actually hits every single thing on his team for either super effective or neutral damage, except the Serena. Not a big deal though, because we're running the Iron Tail to hit Clefable and also, like, I guess the rock types, but 1,000 Arrows would be better in that regard. And then Extreme Speed for priority, because I don't want anything like a Ninjask being super fast or like a certain Scarfmon being able to take me out. I'm running enough speed to outspeed, I think, the fastest Scarfer on his team after a Dragon Dance. And then I have the rest in attack and a bit in HP. Moving on to the Hawlucha, same set as always. I'm running enough speed to outspeed a +1 Ninjask. Full attack and just some HP investment. It's whatever. Same set as always. High Jump Kick, Acrobatics, Swords Dance, Substitute with the Unburdened Citrus Berry. Amazing set. Works so well in the League format. I really love it, and it's worked out for me so far. Moving on to our Snorlax. Curse again. I just love Curse. Curse is just, it's just great. So I'm running max HP, max special defense with a special defense increasing nature because of that Volcanion. With some curses up, we basically 6-0 his team. I mean, the only thing he could really do is wear me down with Toxic because I'm not running Immunity. I'm running Thick Fat for like Fire Blast from the Volcanion and whatnot. But yeah, just Body Slam for general coverage, Earthquake because those ground attacks are so good, Heavy Slam for the Clefable, and then, as I said, Curse for the just setting up. And then I'm running Choice Band Sock, a bit of a weird pickup this week. I'm actually missing EVs, so let me throw those in HP. There we go. So yeah, I'm running enough speed to outspeed the base 70s, I believe, and a choice band just to punch holes. We have that Earthquake. As I said, Ground Stab is amazing. We have Poison Jab for the Serena and the Clefable. We have Knockoff just to get rid of items if we feel it's needed, and then our Fighting Stab with Close Combat. So I'm really hoping to do well with this team. I have quite a bit of offense and some decent utility defense, so I should be pretty balanced going against this team, because he definitely has some hard hitters and some bulky balls with Clefable. So yeah, let's get right into the battle. Hopefully I do well. Alright, so looking at the battle, our opponent has brought the Mega Charizard, the Metagross, the Volcanion, the Ninjask, Zoroark, and Clefable. So I'm thinking about leads at this point, and I'm wondering what I should bring. Now, my initial thought was Mew to get up rocks, but I didn't want him leading Zoroark, disguising it as something, so I decided to lead off with the Gastrodon. Now, this ended up being amazing because as he goes for his rocks, I get a crit Earth Power and knock it out. Now, Earth Power was a guaranteed to a KO. It did anywhere from 60 to 70%, but the crit does definitely suck. Now, here I stayed in thinking maybe it was a Zoroark, and it was actually the Volcanion, and I get blown away with a Hidden Power Grass, which is fine. I go into my Snorlax, I set up a Curse as he goes for the Steam Eruption. Now I'm really hoping that I don't get burned here. Now it turns out that he has the Tech Haze, and as I go for the Earthquake, which did quite a lot of damage even without the boost, he whisks away my stats. So here I switch into Mew, because I was thinking maybe he would pull a switch, or maybe he'd try hazing again, and I wanted to get my rocks up as soon as possible, but he also switched into the Charizard and went for the Swords Dance, getting +2. As I get up my rocks, he knocks me out with the Flare Blitz. So I go straight into my Zygarde. I know I can outspeed this thing because it did not go for a Dragon Dance, and I knock it out with the 1000 Arrows. Now here I see that this is obviously not a Zoroark because of the Stealth Rocks damage, and I go for the E-Speed, or sorry, it's obviously not a Ninjask because of the Stealth Rocks damage, so I go for the E-Speed onto the Zoroark just to get some damage as he tricks me a Scarf, which I'm allowed to change my move this next turn, so I go for a 1000 Arrows in case he made a switch. Here's where I go into my Snorlax. Now, this part is a bit of a stall war. He's going for the Cosmic Powers, and I'm going for the Curses. And right now I'm kicking myself, because at this point in the battle, I didn't realize that the Clefable was unaware. For some reason, my brain thought, oh, this thing is Magic Guard. And then I was like, or is it unaware? So then I'm like checking back, wait, did this thing take Stealth Rock damage? And then I'm like, oh no, it didn't, so it's unaware. So I'm boosting for nothing. But these stored powers are doing nothing, and my Heavy Slams are doing quite a lot of damage, keeping this thing at low HP, while I'm just continuously getting my leftovers recovery. So this Clefable can boost up all at once, but my Snorlax can really just sit here, and if I ever get a crit, this Clefable is gone. I don't care how much health this piece of chewed bubblegum thinks it has. That Heavy Slam is gonna knock this thing out if I get a crit, and the more he sits there allowing me to get a crit, the better position I'm in. Now, honestly, even without the crit, I'm in a good position, because if he knocks out my Snorlax, he's going to have to be at low HP to do so. He can't easily recover and knock me out within the same turns unless he stalls out my Heavy Slams, which I guess he didn't want to do because, spoiler alert, he doesn't stall out my Heavy Slams, and you'll probably see why momentarily. But I do have Iron Tail on my Zygarde and Banded Adamant Poison Jab from my Sock in case my Snorlax goes down. But again, just a long stall war here, back and forth with the stored powers, the cosmic powers, the Heavy Slams, and the and the soft boils. We both have leftovers recovery coming in, and it's just a very long set of turns. I would skip through this or speed it up, but there's no reason, because it will be ending soon if I remember correctly. But yeah, my play here is just go for the crit. I am running low on Heavy Slam, so I'm kind of worried that maybe there'll be a turn where he knocks me out and I have him at high HP, but I do end up getting the crit, and down he goes. He goes into Volcanion, and I actually live with 2%. I don't get the burn, or sorry, he doesn't get the burn, so I'm lucky enough to live another day. So I switch my Snorlax out to preserve differential, and he goes for the Sludge Bomb on my Hawlucha, activating my Citrus Berry, And at this point, with the Unburdened boost, I can sweep his team even without a Swords Dance. So yeah, an interesting battle there. That stall war with Clefable could have gone either way. The crit at the beginning was unfortunate on his Metagross. Nothing I can really do about that there. And as I said, in the team builder, I got enough speed to outspeed a +1 Ninjask after the Unburdened boost, so I was able to take that thing out no problem. And I did have the E-Speed on my Zygarde in the back if it came down to it. So yeah, that was our Week 7 battle against Team Aether. Now, I did speak recently to the organizers of the Elysian League, and this league, I guess, was originally planned to be like a 16-week thing, but I guess now they're shortening, wow, I can't speak, they're shortening it down to 8 weeks, and then I guess they're starting up a new league that I will be a part of. So stay tuned for more information on that. But our next week battle will most likely be the last one for the Elysian League. Unless something changes, I'll obviously keep you guys up to date on that. We got a 4-0 victory, which I'm pretty proud of. You know, I've done really well since the team changes. I've really turned around this season, because before the team changes, you know, I had, 3 losses. And now I've gotten, is it 3 wins or 4 wins? Either way, I've been doing very well, in my opinion, with my new team, and I couldn't be happier. So, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Kiddings, bye.